Putting together model cars is Ralph's hobby. But it looks like a wheel is missing. It doesn't seem to be anywhere. Ralph will have to write a letter to the company to get the missing part. This very nice gift is from Nancy's aunt. Nancy will want to write a letter to her aunt to thank her. Jane's uncle works at the post office. Since her class is learning about our postal system, Jane is suggesting that they write a letter and invite her uncle to come and tell them how mail is handled. These photographs came in the mail from Japan. They're from Bob, who's been living in Japan with his family. Bob's father has been working there. The pictures were sent to Bob's friend, Jack. Jack will want to write a letter to his friend in Japan. His letter will be one of many letters that people write every day. There are many kinds of letters. We're going to see how 4 different kinds of letters are written. When we want to keep in touch with someone who lives in another country, letter writing is certainly one of the best ways to do it. Ever since Bob and his family moved to Japan, Bob has been writing to Jack. Bob's letter is neat. This not only makes a good impression, but also makes the letter easy to read. That's just being courteous to the reader. This is what we call a friendly letter.
Did you know that Tokyo is one of the largest cities in the world? It has over 10 million people. Last week, we visited the Ginza. This is a district of Tokyo crowded with many people.
The letter reads as if Bob were talking to Jack. It's relaxed and friendly. Jack wants to write an interesting letter in return. Jack tells Bob about the different things he's been doing. Playing tennis, taking long bicycle rides, going on picnics, having a really good time. One day, Jack and his friends went to the ball game. In his letter, Jack tries to show his feeling of friendship for Bob. Corresponding with Bob this way is almost like a short and enjoyable visit. Jack's letter, like Bob's, is also neat. Jack has chosen a correct form and followed it. Heading, greeting, body of letter, closing, signature. While Jack has written a friendly letter, Ralph has written a business letter about the missing wheel from his model car. He rereads the letter to make sure he has included all the information the company will need about the model car. What make is it? What model number? What part is missing? The business letter, as compared with the friendly letter, has an additional part, the inside address. This address includes the zip code, as all addresses should. Since Ralph is not writing to a particular person at the company, he uses Dear Sirs as the greeting. He could also have used gentlemen. Notice that there's a colon after the greeting, after gentlemen. The letter makes clear when the missing part is needed.
Since I am entering the car in a contest, would it be possible for you to ship the missing wheel in time for me to receive it by June 13th?
The writing is simple, and the requests that are made are courteous. Ralph's writing is easily read, and he's left enough space, margins, at the sides and at the top and bottom. Is this another business letter? No, it's part of the letter that Jane's class is writing with the help of an overhead projector. Jane is doing the writing, using the class's suggestions. This is a letter of invitation, so the class wants to make sure that the person invited, Jane's uncle, will feel he's really wanted. Let's speed up the letter writing.
Dear Mr. Roberts, we would like to invite you to visit our class to tell us how the mail is delivered. We were wondering if you could come next Friday, June 12th, and spend the hour from 11 o'clock to noon with us. Jane has told us of your slides, which help tell the story of the post office. If you would be willing to bring them, our school has a slide projector which you could use. We hope that you can come. Can you let us know by next Tuesday if you can spare the time for visiting us? Yours very truly, Mrs. Howard's class.
Now that the class has finished the letter of invitation, one of the children will copy it. Then it will be mailed to Mr. Roberts. This is Nancy, whose aunt sent her the charm bracelet. She'll be writing a letter when she gets home. Now she's home, getting ready to write a thank you letter to her Aunt Carol for the charm bracelet. She knows that thank you letters should be written promptly. Nancy feels very good about the gift she's received. Let's hear how she expresses her feelings.
Dear Aunt Carol, the charm bracelet is just wonderful. It's one of the nicest birthday gifts I've ever received.
Nancy will tell why she enjoyed receiving the gift.
A charm bracelet is something I've been hoping to have. I even know a place where I can buy more charms to add to my bracelet.
Nancy's letter will indicate her appreciation of her aunt's thoughtfulness.
It was so nice of you to think of something that you must have known I would like so much.
As you would expect, Nancy's letter to her aunt is warm and friendly.
One thing I would like even better than your gift, though, would be for you to come and visit us. Thanks again for the beautiful bracelet. With love, Nancy.
Nancy has been careful to see that her spelling is correct in the body of the letter and especially in the address. She's been careful, too, to see that the heading, the closing, and the signature are lined up evenly. The envelope that Nancy has addressed also has the right form and information, including the zip code. And it's all easy to read. That's important, too. Now the letter is ready for mailing. A few days later, it's in Aunt Carol's hands many miles away. How do you think Aunt Carol feels about the thank you letter when she reads it? And how do you think she feels about her niece? And what about Bob in Japan? How do you think he feels when he receives Jack's friendly letter from the United States? Bob seems to be enjoying the photographs that Jack enclosed with the letter. Here's the mailman at Ralph's house. Ralph must have done all right with his business letter because here's the part for his model car. And yes, Jane's uncle did accept the class's letter of invitation. He's showing Jane's class some behind-the-scenes views of the post office where he works. Here he is, sorting letters. So we've seen some different kinds of letters, and we've seen the interesting, effective, and pleasant results that letter writing can bring.